glasses. This is to cut down the blue light amount. I'm checking out this new thing that I'm learning from Dr. Jack Cruz. Pretty innovative doctor out there. If you're into quantum biology or something like that, health and science, here's my favorite new finding of 2023. By the way, hi, my name is Shawn. Shawn Yu. I'm in Portland, Oregon, selling real estate, but I like to think about and learn about health, biology, science. But I should talk about real estate data because that's what I do. And I'll share today, switch the camera here, so I'll show you what I'm going to be sharing. So obviously that one. I'll talk about that later if you are still in the video. And then one of my favorite recipe, the baked eggs with some meat. And then I'm going to share some ideas on how to improve your equity in your home. I'm going to share two different ideas. And then this is just a detail of that baked egg dish that I'm going to share the recipe quickly too. And I had my window up on the real estate data. Oh, where did it go? Sorry about that. Where did it go? Hello, computer. Oh, here we go. So I'll share one of my favorite data, the redfin median sale price national, and we'll look at probably like 2-3 major cities, including Portland, Seattle, San Francisco. Maybe we'll look at the New York market as well. To give you like a local market, I like to check this lockbox access, which tells me how many buyers are going out there to see homes. My favorite interest rate website, On Point Credit Union, current today's 30-year fixed rate is 6.875%. Shop around as always. And then mortgage application number right there. This data basically tells you what's going on in the current market compared to 2020 and 21 when everybody was buying, overpaying. But rate was really cheap, so it was still a good time to buy. And here, rate's really high, but the competition is really low, so it may be a good time to buy. So let's dive into it. I started doing this like the YouTube Live and Facebook Live, and it's as real as it gets. So why do I wear these red glasses? Basic idea is that when you're exposed to too much of the blue light that's coming from my phone, my computer, my LED light, all these blue lights, even the sun has blue light too. But the time of blue light exposing time is more important. So in the morning, fine, afternoon, fine, in the evening, it's not fine. So I wear these to block out most of the blue lights at nighttime because sometimes I have to still work, doing email, social media, whatnot. Here's a lighter version. This is a yellow one. I think they cut like 50% or something, and the red ones cut like 99%. So until the sun goes down, or I actually use the yellow one in the afternoon too. It makes my eyes feel a little bit more comfortable, less eye strains when I look at the screens for too long. And this one maybe hour, 2 hours before I go to sleep. You know, when you put these on, it's really hard to read. I mean, I still see everything, but when you look at the phone, it's really hard to read text. So I end up giving up reading tweets or something like that at time where I shouldn't be doing that. So in a way, it's like blocking my vision a bit, just makes me fall asleep faster because I can't read that well. I don't know if it's a good thing or not. But that's basically the new thing that I'm trying in the last 2 months or so. Quantum biology, the light exposure, circadian rhythm, getting sunlight in the morning to have a better day. And I gotta say, I've been the last about a month or a month and a half, I've been going to sleep much earlier. I think I'm getting better quality of sleep. But those are the things that I'm trying. I cannot edit my dog out since it's live, so be it. So let's look at the data. Let's see. Since this might be the most interesting one right now. So right there is 2020 and 21. It's a composite number, so it's not like a set number or how many people actually apply for mortgage, but it shows you relatively how many people. So during this time, you can see the mortgage applicants number went up significantly. When the mortgage was like below 3%, it was as low as 2.66%. That's the average rate. So some people might have gotten like close to 2%. Now the interest rate is almost tripled. 7.12 is average. And then the blue, that means a lot less people are applying for mortgage. In my market, I think it's about 30 to 40% less buyers are out there based on the lockbox access, based on the mortgage application number. So looking back, which one is a better time, during 2020, 21 or now? Some people may debate because right now we don't have a lot of competition. You don't have to pay like overpay like 10%, 20% over asking price. And back then some might say there were too many buyers, too much competition. It was the wrong time to buy. Some people actually regret buying during this time because they didn't know what they were getting into. They waived the inspection, appraisal. They spent way too much money, this and that. The opposite side of the argument is that right now it's too expensive to buy, so this is not a good time to buy. Some people said that, oh, am I making a good comparison here? And anyhow, I kind of lost there. So right now, is it a good time to buy? For consumers, it may not be because of the affordability, because it's so expensive. So, but you do get less competition, but when it goes near the first time home in the Portland Metro, it's like a $540,000 range homes right now, single family homes. The competition is still really high. As I mentioned before, we made an offer on a about $500,000 home that was listed below market price to attract multiple offers, and we were one of them. They ended up getting 25 offers. I don't know how far it went up, but we didn't get the house. So that's what I'm seeing in my market. But again, the real estate is very location based micro market, so you have to know what's going on in your market. That's why I look at this redfin data center, where this is a national data. So to give you a quick summary of this, is the blue line is the current 2023, the black one is 2022, orange one is 2021. So in the entire country, especially the metro areas, 2023, it's 4% over, 4% appreciated compared to 2022. So when you hear this mainstream media saying the market is crashing, market will crash, the number doesn't show it that way yet. And typically, oh yeah, 2021 was kind of anomaly too, because the median sales price went up during December, the winter month, which is very unusual. But 2022, it did have that seasonality downturn. It looks like, to me, looking at comparing 2022 and 2021, it looks more like a parallel to 2021. Similar pattern going here. So even though interest rate is so much more expensive, people are still buying. So yeah, I'm just connecting the dot, guy. It's really nobody knows what's going to happen. But looking at just the dots, it looks like it's going to follow 2021 graph. Meaning this winter might be slightly hotter market than the fall market countrywide. Again, real estate is, so I'm going to put Portland market, and Portland market is completely different. Oops, Portland market. This is a national still. I didn't click it. Portland market comes different. So Portland market is mimicking 2022 market. Black one 2022, blue one 2023. And it's sort of mimicking, but it's below 2 to 3% year over year. So we had about negative 1%, no, I should say 1% depreciation. Now, is it crashing? If you say that 1% is crashing, sure, you can say that, but it's not 10%, 15%, 20% kind of depreciating. It's not really a crash. It's just going through the seasonality downward curve. During the fall, Thanksgiving and Christmas, people don't shop as much. So that's what I'm seeing. Let's look at, since we have this on San Francisco. San Francisco is just like a very, very wild market, just goes up and down. But one thing to point out here is that 2023 is very similar to, it actually met 2021 level. So 2022, it went up way higher, it crashed way lower than 2 years ago, but now it's catching back up to 2021 level. And it's basically year over year 8% appreciated compared to last year about this time. And there was a dip that's negative 7%. So some say that all the people are leaving California. When you see some of the YouTube videos, clickbaity, high follower count video channels, they're going to say, "Oh, market is crashing." They're just try to drum up more followers, which I would love to, but I'd rather show you more accurate data than just do a clickbaity sort of thing. Sometimes I do clickbaity things too, but I don't get the followers like those guys. But that's okay. Yeah, the market is quite interesting. So let's look at Seattle too, because Seattle was depreciating big time last year. About when it started dropping was about June of 2022. It went down really fast. So June of 2022, the median sale price was 851,000. By the end of the year, it went down 718,000. I mean, that's quite a bit of drop. But now 2023 is kind of catching back up. It went down a bit, and it looks like it's gonna follow 2022 trend. We'll have to see. So it's not that much different than about a year ago. Is it a market crash? This one, because it did this last year, and if it follows this way, it kind of follows the seasonality, but it's way better than 2021, right? You can say that for sure. But then there's a high chance that it could meet 2021 level by this winter. We'll see. So crashing, let me put it this way. Getting close to 2021 level, is that crashing or not? I don't see that as a crashing. Sorry, I didn't show you the whole thing right there, but that's the data basically. And I often follow my local data, the lockbox access as well. Typically, every week, there's about 20 to 25,000 lockboxes get open in my market. And right now, it's anywhere between 15 and 20,000. So it's significantly lower. 15,000 lockboxes a week open is kind of like similar to normal market. When I say normal, like 3-4 years ago, during the winter time. During the summertime, it can go up to 25,000, maybe 30,000 on a really hot market when everybody wants to go shop. So we're at like, we're hovering between 15,000 and 20,000. So this is a Portland metro market number that I'm tuned into. So let's see. So these are the things that I follow quite often, probably a couple times a week to have the pulse on the market. And I want you to look at some of these data too. I'll make sure to put the link below so you can go to this and just search your market and pay attention to these if you're thinking about selling or buying right now. And talking to real estate agent in your market is going to be the safest bet because they're the one really know the market. When it comes to finding the right realtor, it's kind of debatable topic, but you should at least interview maybe 3 or 4 agents and see which one that you connect with the best communication, market knowledge, follow-ups, professionalism, networking, all those things. And if you're a seller, I would definitely look at how they market their properties too. One of the big indicators is how well the pictures are presented, what kind of videos they do, what kind of social media presence they have. I think that's really important. When you're buying, buyers agents have kind of different style of hats that they wear. How well do they understand the market? How well do they price a home? Are they likable person? Because in my opinion, buyer's agent needs to be able to communicate with the listing agent well to represent the buyer as well. So that's big thing for me, in my opinion. When I'm listing agent, it's so much easier with a buyer's agent who's very professional, and things go very smoothly when you work with the professionals. If you're thinking about doing on your own, you can do it, but you have to be really knowledgeable about the market, the negotiation, the contract work, your rights, and what to do, what not to do. I don't typically recommend it to buy or sell real estate without an agent. It's not because I'm a realtor. It's because if I go into different state where I don't know the rules and regulations and buyer seller rights, I would hire another agent there. If I go to Austin, Texas, I would hire somebody who's there working for the like 10 years or something or more to get that expertise, because what I know for the last 15 years in the Portland market, some of the basics, yes, you can apply that, but in Austin, I don't know the market. I don't know the ins and outs, all these pockets of information. I don't have that. So I would hire just and, pay that person through, referral fees or something like that. Anyhow, so those are the things I wanted to cover. The home equity building. I almost forgot. That would have been bad. I, you know, this is like my 5th or 6th live on Facebook and YouTube, and I feel like I am getting a little bit better. So, two of the things that you could increase your equity in your home, especially fall and winter time. I think the first one, the best one, is that if you have unfinished basement, it might be the best thing to finish that out and make more living space. It can return, let's say if you have like a day ranch with the unfinished basement, it has about 1,000 square foot. The ceiling height is like close to like 6 feet tall or slightly higher. For Americans, you'll have to get higher than that, maybe 7 feet, I should say. Let's say you use like $20,000-$30,000 to add one more bathroom, living room, and 1 or 2 bedrooms there. You're going to increase the home value significantly. And depending on the market, how you finish it, you can actually double your investment or more. So talk to your local agents about these ideas. It's going to cost me how much? How much do you think I can gain in the equity if I finish the unfinished basement? And if you're already thinking about selling soon and you don't have that kind of time frame to do the remodeling that could take 3 to 6 months, maybe a year, the second best thing is the paint. The paint is like it's if you spend like 5,000 on the interior paint entire house, and if your house hasn't been painted for the last 10 years, this will be the best bang for the buck kind of remodeling before you put that house on the market. One of the most important thing is don't do like pink, blue, red, purple, that kind of colors. Just go neutral colors, neutral colors, neutral colors. If you do that, it's going to open up the room, look a lot bigger, and it's going to attract, or I should say, it doesn't deter the buyers. There's certain colors people look at and go, no, they don't even come to see. So you prevent that. So it's basically raising the marketability by bringing in more buyers. That's what neutral colors do, and it generally show better on the pictures. Some people like accent colors, but that's when you live in the house. When you already have that house, sure, you can do any kind of accent. You can like a zebra walls too. That's fine. But when you try to sell, go neutral. Don't go fancy. Don't go accent walls. That's my opinion. But anyhow, so paint and finish unfinished space, and then sometimes you might wanna do some remodeling kitchen and bathroom, but they don't return that well. Kitchen is maybe close to 100% return, maybe bathroom other 100%. So what I mean by that is if you spend $30,000 on the kitchen remodel, do you get that all back? Not so much. It's hard to quantify that. So that's that. Let me go through my list so that I don't forget what I was going to share. Oh yeah, egg, baked egg recipe. This is my favorite way of cooking eggs now. You can add like a dozen or 2 dozen eggs. The way you do it is you basically fry some, onion, some beef, bacon, or whatever meat that you have. Onion is not meat. You basically fry it first on the frying pan. Make sure that you have frying pan. The handle is not plastic. It's all like stainless steel, including the handle. And you fry the meat, but don't overcook it. Just nicely brown it, and then put whipped eggs with some seasoning, salt, pepper. Sometimes like onion powder, garlic powder. Sometimes I add honey. Sometimes I add a bunch of like Italian seasoning to make it or spicy. And then you pour that in and you put the whole thing in the oven for like 375 degrees for about 30 to 50 minutes, depending on how many eggs that you put in. What I love about this is that you can like nicely brown the top of the egg. And this version, this specific version, I put like 6 burger patties. So it became like a meat pie almost. It has more ground beef than the eggs. And then I realized that this is more like a pizza. So next time I might throw in some cheese on top, maybe some pepperoni, or make, I don't know. I'm like, to me, this actually tasted more like pizza to me than a egg dish. And I'm just loving this oven cooked meal. One of the things I've been telling people is make sure to put this towel on right after you cook, because if you don't, you're going to forget and grab that handle, try to serve. I almost burned myself. I did it once and I learned my lesson. I basically put a regular towel with a rubber band. It's right there, just slide it in so you don't accidentally burn your hand. Cover the basement. This is the basement. Paint, another finishing out the attic or basement space. Egg, blue light blocker. Yeah, so I've been doing this blue light blocker. I've been going out to get some morning sun too, thanks to Dr. Jack Cruz. I have more energy. I go to bed early, wake up earlier. I'm not yet like 5 a.m. club deal yet, but I might get there if I get enough sleep. Anyhow, if you have any questions, feel free to add a comment. I'll put the links of those websites that you can check your local data. And my intention is to do this weekly. So I'll set the reminder for next week. Feel free to follow, like, and do what you need to do. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye. See you later.